Hi, my name is Stephen McGee and I'm the author of Health Forensics. And we're here to review this experiment. Now what we're looking at are 3 Dieffenbachia plants that were exposed to a residential smoke detector that I had identified as being biologically harmful. And on the right is the control plant, which got no exposure. So down here you can see that this is our hot smoke detector control, no exposure plant. And this experiment was started in October 2013. And it's now January 2016, and this is what we have. So you can see we've got quite a difference in the plants right now. So we're going to start with the control. And the thing that's noticeable about the control is it's much shorter than the other plants. You see it's got the usual pattern leaf for a Dieffenbachia, and the leaves are the size of your hand, which is quite typical for the Dieffenbachia. You see that here in this plant. So this had a radiation exposure, and it's actually taller than the one that didn't get the radiation exposure, and it has the big large leaves. Now this only got a little bit of radiation, so I put this next to the hot smoke detector for only 1 hour and then took it away. But that hour-long exposure seemed to be enough to make it grow more accelerated than the control. And the height is the big difference that I see between the control on the right and the 1 hour exposure on the left. So it appears that the radiation had an effect on the 1 hour exposed plant. So I thought that was very, very interesting. Now we've got something interesting going on here, because this one got 1 month exposure to that hot smoke detector that I identified. And if we look at it, it's the worst one of the bunch. It seems to be on the verge of death. It's got very stressed leaves right now. It has very few leaves, so I'm not sure what's going on with this one. It may be that that level of radiation exposure that I got for the month is now starting to show up as what is known as delayed radiation complications. But if you compare it to the one that got the 1 hour exposure, it's completely different. And these all grow in the same location. I'll spin that around so you can see it. So that was a 1 hour exposure to the smoke detector. And this is a 1 month exposure to that smoke detector. So you can clearly see that this one is the most stressed of the bunch. And it got the longest exposure at 1 month. So it does appear that in this experiment that we may be now starting to see the effects of delayed radiation complications in the Dieffenbachia. I'm going to leave it running. The experiment is moving to a different home, but we're going to keep the experiment going, and we'll come back probably in the next year and take a little look at where we're up to. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I wish you the very best of health. Thank you.